What do you think young people today, we're actually meeting in a classroom here. Let's say that there are students in the seats behind us. And the question is, what do you think young people today should know about the war in Vietnam? What would you say?
They need to differentiate reality from non-reality. When I got done with Vietnam, they sent me to Fort Carson, Colorado, 4th Military Intelligence Company. And the Air Force Academy, which is pretty close, asked for an interrogator to come up and talk to one of their classes about what was right and what was wrong. Now, I'll be truthful. Americans, I never saw an American violate the Geneva Convention or the UCMJ. That's not to say the Vietnamese didn't, but the Americans, as far as I know, never did.
Yeah.
And
you're in the world you were in.
Well, I was in interrogation center. So,
oh, right, yeah.
So, if it happened, I think we would have heard about it anyway.
Sure.
So a lot of the stories you hear about Vietnam are stories. And so I went up there to talk to them, and they were, what's moral and what's fit. And so I said, okay, here's the deal. You're walking down town, and you're armed, you got a 45 or a rifle, whatever. And all of a sudden, 100 feet in front of you, here comes this 3-year-old carrying a hand grenade. What do? Oh, well, you tell him to stop. You run the other way. No, you just shoot his ass. That's what you do. You shoot his ass. And then you worry about the implications later. But here's the deal. You're still alive. This is why Chris Kyle's movie, Sniper.
That's not American Sniper.
This is why I know it's real. The opening scene, he shoots a little kid. That's how I know it's real.
Because that happened over there.
Yeah, that happened over there.
Those beautiful little kids walking toward you with baskets. You don't know what's in the basket.
Well, yeah, something like that, hopefully nothing's in the basket. But if he comes at you with a hand grenade, we had, in between MACV headquarters and the work, you had about a half-mile walk. And most of the time you walked it rather than drove it. It was just easier. And in that half mile, it was still on base. We were still on base, but there were some civilians that lived there in shacks. I don't know why they let them, but they did. And so one time I met this company. At that time when I was over there, SOG had ceased to exist, but they replaced it with a new group. I forget the name of the new group. But anyway, these guys, they're the real deal. And so instead of landing where they were supposed to land, they landed close to us, and so I was walking them over to MACV headquarters. And we went by this one shack, and I'd forgotten all about it because we got used to it. There was a little kid there, about 2 years old. We call him a little terrorist because he'd scare the shit out of you. He'd come screaming out of the shrubbery, just trying to scare you, and he would. First time he did it, he would, and after that, you realize, there's nothing to it. He's just trying to scare you.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to tell these guys about him, and so he come screaming out of the little shrubbery. What? 3 different guys just wiped his ass off right there.
Wow.
Well, hey, they didn't know.
Jeez. Is that something you heard about, or were you there?
No, I was there. I was walking. I was with them, walking them. I forgot to tell them about the little terrorist. Just something you're used to, so you don't even think about it.
What happened to those guys?
Nothing.
It was just kind of an unfortunate.
Yeah.
And what about the kid? And
Well,
how did all that?
I'm sure the Army paid his parents off.
Yeah. Jeez. So this is the world of war, huh?
Yeah.
This might be a stupid question, but and maybe an unanswerable one. But what's it like to you know, do you carry on with your life? You know, here we are, you know, decades later, carry on with your life, but you've got these memories that not very many people can relate to. You got them in your head, these girls who've been living on sewer water and rats.
Yeah,
and
you're
this
exposed to
kind of
stuff
thing.
most Americans never see or even hear about. And unless somebody has been in combat, I really don't talk to them about my time, because I made the mistake of talking to other people. Oh man, I can't believe you did that. They have no concept. They have absolutely no concept.
Right. Yeah.